All right, I got to show you this, too, because we missed this the other day. AOC, after the vote, they were voting to send Israel, I think it was $1 billion for the Iron Dome. The Iron Dome is a totally defensive system. Mm-hmm. They don't use it for offense. They're not firing missiles at the Palestinians with the Iron Dome. So we're funding the Iron Dome so that they can be protected from all the rockets that continually assail them. The vote was 420 to 9. 9, which gives you some idea of, all right, these are Americans who want to support Israel. AOC is so upset by it.
Was she part of the 9?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm looking that up.
Sure.
She initially voted, she might have voted present, actually, so I don't think she was even one of the 9. She was a coward and voted present at the last minute.
Okay. Here are the, do you want a list of the Democrats?
Sure.
Okay, we got Rashida Tlaib, Andre Carson, Ilhan Omar, Marie Newman, Ayanna Pressley.
No surprise.
Raul Grevalia, Jesus Garcia, Cori Bush voted against the Iron Dome.
All right.
Thomas Massey voted no?
What?
A staunch libertarian generally opposes foreign aid regardless of recipients.
Wow. I didn't realize that.
Okay, then. So to your point, AOC did not vote no.
So AOC didn't vote no. She voted president. And she went over to her colleagues and started bawling.
Oh, my gosh.
She was weeping.
I haven't seen this. This is going to be good, huh?
Oh, my gosh.
I guess over the passage of the bill. Look at this.
Designated by Mr. Lawson of Florida, pursuant to House Resolution.
All right, here she comes.
And for in the House that Mr. Lawson
She's
will
crying.
vote
She puts her head on
nay on House Resolution 483 amendment. He votes nay.
It passed.
Hold on a second. She positioned herself knowing full well where the C-SPAN camera was aimed at the speaker there and made sure she stood between the two and cried.
Yeah, you got to love it. You got to love the showmanship. But also, what an anti-Semite. Yeah. I'm so sick and tired of it. Here's my truth. Everybody's always sharing their truth. My truth is that she is clearly an anti-Semite. She hates Israel. Her excuse was that she wept because we provided aid, military aid to anyone. Well, that's just a ridiculous excuse. Gosh. Would she have wept if we had provided aid to Canada? No. Or Ghana? Or, for heaven forbid, the Palestinians themselves.
Right.
Would she have wept? Maybe for joy. But because she's a Marxist, and virtually all Marxists are anti-Semites, including Karl Marx himself, she hates Israel, and she hates Jews, and she's an anti-Semite.
Yeah, but she didn't have the guts to vote.
Didn't have the guts.
But she wanted to make sure, look, I cried. You saw me. I was there. I cried when this thing passed.
Right.
Wow.
No, Rashida, seriously, I support Palestinians. Did you see me break down? In fact, was that Rashida Tlaib's shoulder she was crying on? It might have been.
It might have been.
And you know
Can
why?
we go back to a still shot of that? Because I think that was Rashida Tlaib. Rashida, I'm so sorry.
I voted present.
Present because I'm a coward.
I didn't even vote no.
Oh, no, that's not Rashida Tlaib. No, I don't know who that is. So, yeah, but now she's got the still photo to show. Look, Rashida, I actually wept. I was so sorry about it. I cried. I wept like a 2-year-old girl. So
wow. So I'm willing to guess, and I'm trying to find demographic numbers for the 14th district, which is hers in New York. Can't find it real quick, but
how many are Jewish?
Exactly.
I'd love to know those numbers.
Guys, I can't vote against this.
I've
because
got too many Jews in my district.
Right?
Mm-hmm. And I want to continue to have the power that I do. In fact, I want to increase it a great deal. So while I hate Israel, I can't always be demonstrative of it.
And honestly, I respect Thomas Massey's vote. You know, no, look, I'm just on principle. I'm not going to vote.
Rand Paul always votes no on all that stuff too.
I'm not going to vote
a lot of times.
for foreign aid.
Although he didn't, I don't think, on this, did he?
Well, did it already
Was
go
he
through the
present?
Senate too? This is the House.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Rand Paul always votes no on that stuff. That
he does.
Think, oh my gosh.
So her quote was, "Yes, I wept. I wept at the complete lack of care for the human beings that are impacted by these decisions." What? The lack of care. We're protecting Israel from rocket attacks from their neighbor that happen continually. And in some cases, 850 or 1,000 rockets will be shot at them in one night. So is that not considering the impact of those people?
Are you considering how those Jewish people are provoking the Palestinians? Have you considered that at all?
Yeah, with their horrible apartheid. Yeah. Where they employ the Palestinians and give them jobs and money, and the Palestinians can't go home and even tell their friends and relatives that they work for the Israelis. Otherwise, they'll be killed. So, yeah.
They'll be killed by the Israelis if they...
No, by the Palestinians.
Yeah.
Where do you get that?
From the Palestinians that we talked to when we were in Israel.
I guess.
Who were working on the excavation and making money from it, and they couldn't talk about it to their people. She went on to say that, and I wept at the complete lack of regard I often feel our party has to its most vulnerable and endangered members and communities. This doesn't make any sense at all. Because the death threats and dangerous vitriol we'd inevitably receive by rushing such a sensitive, charged, and under-considered vote weren't worth delaying it for even a few hours to help us do the work necessary to open a conversation of understanding.
There we go.
She's great.
She is one of the worst of all time. She seriously
She's
is.
great.
Or great.
Or great.
You know, one of the two. Either the worst, absolute worst of all time, or great. I don't know. You be the judge.
Keith is right on that, though. It does prove what a gutless person she is by voting president.
Total
just
coward.
to be able to go back and say, I didn't vote against it.
A complete coward.